we're joined by Sian with all the latest celebrity gossip. Hi, Sian. Isn't it good?
Oh,
It's getting better and better.
so good, yeah.
Better and better.
It's getting
So
juicy. Can I just quickly ask, who was in that box?
Yeah, who was in the box?
Right, OK, so before the break, I showed you a little clip from a vintage episode of I'm a Celeb, vintage, a classic, and I asked you who was in the box. Did you get it, Rylan?
I went for Katie Price.
He went for Katie Price. I can tell you it wasn't Katie Price. Here's the clip.
Who was it?
Oh, loads of padlocks.
OK.
When I got to the clearing, all I saw was that box. There's lots of chains around it. I thought there was going to be some goodies inside it.
Hello? 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 I need to get out, guys. You need to work it out.
Yes.
Yeah! It's good! Yeah! You're right. Thank you so much.
Well, you've done me good and proper there, haven't you? Can't believe that I even said to you, who's in the box, Alison? You went, I can't remember.
I was good, wasn't I?
Oh, my God, like, I did not know that
I was like, what's in the box?
That's how you turned up to my house one night as well. I should have known.
It is. I just get lowered into your garden.
I literally love it. Bring her in. Well, listen, before we get into all the latest gossip, we are joined now by some of Team Fred. It's his first date colleagues, Laura and Cici. And girls, it's lovely to see. It's been a bit of a stormy start for our Fred. Should we have a little look?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm 51.
Yeah, but that's not old, though.
Yeah, but I'm not 26 anymore, am I? I could be your dad.
Pardon?
I could be your dad.
No, my dad was way older than you.
Yeah, but I could still be your dad.
Nah, I don't think so. You made a comment yesterday.
What did I
and
say?
You know what comment you said.
No, what did I say?
You turned around to me with an attitude and said, you know I could be your dad, right? Oh, don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid about, oh, you know I could be your dad, right? You know my dad's dead. You're a weirdo.
I am sorry I've offended you. I only said that in a way because I am older than you. I'm 51 and you're 26.
I'm not stupid.
Nella, it wasn't
You're not
like
gonna
that.
little girl me. You only get one
Prerogative.
chance to disrespect me.
Okay.
I accept your apology, but let's not be friends. How
right.
about that?
I mean, girls, I've got to say this. I watched it. It was so uncomfortable to watch. I don't know Fred personally. I've obviously met him through work. He seems like one of the most inoffensive blokes that you could meet. I think a lot of the viewers watched that and was like, it's just a turn of phrase. It's something you say. How did you guys feel watching that back?
I think, look, you're in a pressure cooker, right? You are with 10 people constantly. You're not sleeping, you're not eating. There's a lot going on. So I think this kind of behaviour is going to happen. They are going to have moments where things are misconstrued, misunderstood, and it's normal. Things will happen.
Laura, what did you make of it?
I think I think it was just a misunderstanding, and I think it's really sad how it happened, and it was so hard to watch. I was sat there like, oh God, and my heart broke for him, because I know how personally he would have taken that. Like, he's going to be so upset that he thinks he's offended her. Like, that's what's going to eat him up.
I think when Cici's right here. I think when Nella comes out, I think she'll be disappointed in the way maybe she reacted. But again, we don't know what was going on in Nella's head and what's going on with her parents and what she's thinking about in there. So it is like a pressure cooker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they're all hungry as well, aren't they? It's a bit of, like, hanger coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hanger is definitely happening.
Yeah.
Girls, obviously, we wanted to get your take on that, but are you proud of him so far? He seems to be handling himself well in there, isn't he?
He's just being him, isn't he?
just-
Just being silly Fred, like, full of character, a child. He's really being him.
He's just a big child, and this will be brilliant. It's like a big game, isn't it? It's all just a big game, like with the challenges, everything. He will be absolutely...
And
he's in his element.
He enjoys the cooking. He enjoys
Oh, he
taking
is like
control.
chef extraordinaire.
Fred
I'd be
likes
so
control.
happy.
Yeah.
If I was
what it
in
is?
there with him, he knows exactly how to cook every single dish.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything. It's like, Fred will take over, he'll just cook a really nice dish. I'm sure there's some seasoning going on somewhere as well.
No, he'll love being in charge, and he'll love being like that figure where he's like looking after everyone as well.
Well, it's made me think, I mean, we're seeing him take on that chef role. We know he works with Gordon and Gino as well. But on first dates, I didn't realise he cooked all the food for the dates as well, by the looks of things.
Oh, yeah, he's behind there.
Is he sautéing in one hand and trying to sort them out in the other? Is it like that? Have you tried Fred's cooking?
No.
No, he's never once cooked for us, has
he
he?
hasn't.
No,
That's
rude.
10 years.
I'd vote him out for that.
Yeah, me too. Does he like his food?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
That man, I've never known someone eat as much as Fred, ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it when the plates go back, he's not like a bit now?
Oh, yeah, he's in the bins
He's
picking
like
it.
double portions. I don't know where it goes. It's just like in and out. He's just,
You know, like normal people have like a breakfast, lunch and dinner. Fred has meals in between that as well. He's really
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no,
absolutely
fully
fine with
supportive.
that.
I just feel really sorry for him not being able to eat at the moment.
Yeah.
This will
Do
be
you know what I
killing
like
him.
about him, though? I like, Cici, the fact that he speaks his mind.
Yeah.
Not only that, he's the sort of person who will say sorry when he feels like he's in the wrong. Maybe when he's not even should be saying sorry. He steps forward. He's a man. He's a proper man's man, isn't he?
Yeah, do you know what? He's a father, right? So he's got 2 children, which that obviously brings another element into you're having to learn what empathy looks like. He's very good at being a manager, and that's what he's always done. So he is managing a situation, understanding, I've upset you, OK, I'm going to apologise for this and try and make this OK, and that's kind of what he did.
Yeah.
We actually saw him, we obviously saw the altercation with Nella Rose, but the way he spoke with Nigel, I thought was really, really admirable because, listen, politics these days, it's very difficult to talk about without getting heated, whatever side you swing to. But he seemed to really handle himself well, Laura. Is that the type of guy that he is, sort of just in normal life? He's quite level-headed?
Yeah, he is, yeah. And I think if he's got something to say, he will say it. And that's you've got to give him respect for that. Like, he probably brought up a conversation that probably a lot of people did actually want to bring up. But, and he is level-headed, yeah. And
he speaks his mind and he will always speak his truth. And I think that's what that's what we're all seeing.
Is he going to win it, girls?
Yes!
Of course he is.
Yes, he is. He's so competitive. If he doesn't win,
Well, ladies, it's so lovely to see you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish him all the best.
Stay for the gossip.
Yes, stay for the gossip. Well, yeah, because, I mean, we're talking about Nella, we've just spoken about Nigel.
Yeah.
Now, they've had a bit of a...
It's ding-ding round 2, isn't it?
My goodness.
Here we go, Nella's off again.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so this time it was with Nigel, and it was one of those very surreal moments where they ended up in a sort of argument by a bathtub.
We've all done it.
It's one of those 2023 moments that will seem weird in a few years to come. But, so they ended up in a chat about, I suppose, his political views, the NHS, all this other stuff.
South London.
South London came up. It all came up.
So is she not talking to him now?
She is, because they shook hands at the end of it. But have a look at this, Alison.
OK.
Anti-immigrant, right? No. All I've said is we cannot go on with the numbers coming to Britain that are coming. Do you know why?
I'm one of the numbers!
Right, so that's it then. So should it be 5 million a year, 10 million? Don't you understand what I'm saying?
You want us gone. That's all I understood.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's what you're trying to say, because we're overcomplicating.
You just don't want more people come in. Is that what you're trying to say?
You're not listening to a single word I'm saying.
I am listening to you.
No, you're not. You're not. You're dealing with this out of a position.
With you.
Right.
It's OK for us to disagree on this.
See, what surprises me about that, like, Nella, I completely understand what she's saying. She's saying, you know, these were your views and I feel like one of those numbers. But the way she spoke with Nigel, I thought maybe she could have put that into a little bit more with how she was speaking to Fred, because actually, by sitting there going, OK, look, I get you, we'll have to agree to disagree and stuff like that, she's not turned around to Nigel and gone, well, I'm not talking to you now, you go stay that side. It really shocked me, because that's the Nella that I thought we were going to see.
I totally agree with you, and I think, actually, from what you guys have said as well, Fred would have probably appreciated just that blunt honesty of, this is why I felt like this, but let's agree to disagree, or it was a misunderstanding, shake hands, move on.
Yeah.
She seems to be able to have done that with Nigel, and we'll have to see what happens.
Look, she's giving content, let's be honest.
She's giving great content.
I think she's in love with Fred.
Maybe that's
I think that's what's going on, and she's treating me.
Not that. Don't like you. Don't like you.
She's in love with him.
It might be. Something else that happened last night, you know, Josie's been pure content.
No, I talked about her.
She's amazing.
And she...
No, don't talk about Josie.
Oh.
You didn't watch it, did
Why?
you? No, I'm annoyed.
I think we know why. Yes, last night there was a few admissions being made about her job here at This Morning, and she said this.
I got a call to host this morning. Everybody was ill, right? So...
How did you feel when they called you, when they told you, can you come in? How did you feel?
I honestly thought they were joking.
Were you nervous?
Well, I didn't really have time to be. Basically, I had 15 minutes to get ready. So I went straight in, had 15 minutes in makeup and then straight to the studio floor. And Fred, I got to ask, who's your favourite, Gino or Gordon?
Gordon is always right, and Gino is never wrong. And I am stuck in the middle.
He didn't quite give a straight answer, but I suppose it's like it'd be like me picking my favourite co-host at work, Alison.
Oh, right, look.
Oh, dear.
You know what?
If she slipped off the bridge, it wouldn't be the worst thing into the creek, would it? Oh, she's changed. No, do you know what? I would never come between that sisterhood.
Oh, do you know the thing is?
What?
Feelings mutual. I love that girl.
Here I am on my own again.
On my own.
She genuinely, though, hand on heart, she's doing well in there, isn't she? She's just being herself.
She is pure entertainment.
And she asks all the questions we want to ask. She's in there.
Yeah, I agree. She always says the things that I think, oh, I would want to know that, and she's asking them. She's got loads more to come. I mean, it's all kicking off tonight because we saw last night that Ant and Dec put a bit of a spanner in the works.
Yes.
So 2 new campmates coming in. So we have Frankie Dettori and Tony Bellew. They were rumoured to go in. I did wonder if they were going to, and then they have. Frankie's a former jockey, and then Tony Bellew is the boxer who, you know, has probably a lot of opinions. I think he's going to bring some
I'm
spice.
really
you know
interested.
them.
Well, I know Frankie. I was in Celebrity Big Brother with Frankie, and he's such a lovely guy. I think he's going to have a lovely time. Tony, I'm obviously not familiar with on a personal level, but I'm so excited to see him in the jungle. Because I think in situations like we've been talking about earlier, I reckon he'd be the sort to get involved. Go, don't say that. Do say this. But in a good way. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's got to say for himself.
I agree. He's going to get stuck in. And actually, it starts tonight because he's like one of the team captains. So they are splitting the camp into 2. They're all taking on this massive challenge. And those 2 are playing the coaches. Let's have a look.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait.
And they're off. Frankie's away. Over the pommel horse. Under the arch. Tony's not far behind. Over the beam. Over the trampoline.
That's
First
one
one
ball
in.
there for Frankie. Nice jump there.
Well done, Tony. 1 each.
Good, son.
One man down.
Salty.
Salty, says Tony. Salty.
Go, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on.
There's Frankie over the trampoline.
So he's dismounting from a horse after winning.
Please, can we talk about this argument you 2 were just having there?
That is not chicken.
It looked like chicken breast.
It looked like something down there. That's what it looked like. It looked like something down there. That's all I'm saying.
We'll find out later.
We'll find out tonight.
We will. I think it's going to be a really fun episode. And my little guess, and I honestly don't know this, but I feel like because they've been split into 2, is this going to be where the losing team goes to Snake Rock and goes to a worse camp?
Oh,
Sian, thank you, girls. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for joining us. That was so good.
And
Listen.
chicken or testicles coming to ITVX very soon.